You know that feeling when the weather starts to turn? Well, with it comes the risk of catching a cold or the flu. For most of us, it's just a pain, a real hassle. But for seniors and their caregivers, it can be a whole lot more serious. So in this explainer, we're going to break down a really practical guide to staying healthy and protected this season. See, for a lot of people, a cold is just an inconvenience, right? But for older adults, the stakes are so much higher. A common bug can escalate, and it can escalate fast, turning a simple case of the sniffles into a pretty significant health concern. Now that sounds scary, and it is a serious risk, but the good news is there are powerful, proactive steps we can all take to prevent it.
So, that's the big question we're tackling today, isn't it? It's not about trying to create some kind of impenetrable force field. That's not realistic. It's about layering practical, everyday steps to build a really powerful shield of protection for yourself and for the people you care about.
All right, so let's start with the why. Section 1, Why Flu Season Matters. We're going to dig into what makes this time of year so uniquely challenging for seniors, and why caregivers, you need to be extra vigilant too.
Just think about the difference here for a second. For a healthy younger adult, the flu might just mean a few days stuck on the couch watching TV. But for an older adult whose immune system is naturally a bit weaker, that exact same virus can lead to really severe complications. We're talking pneumonia or even hospitalization. And caregivers, you are not off the hook either. The chronic stress, the lack of sleep, that can weaken your immune system too, making you just as vulnerable.
And it's just a reminder of how easily these germs can spread. I mean, the source material shares this perfect, relatable example. Getting sick right after a flight where it felt like literally everyone was coughing. We are constantly exposed, especially in those close quarters like planes, buses, or even just big family get-togethers. Okay, so we understand the risk. Now let's talk about the solution. Section 2 is our proactive prevention plan. This is really the heart of the guide. These are actionable steps you can start taking today.
So, the source material lays out 10 key tips for avoiding the flu. Now, we're not going to cover every single one, but we are definitely going to highlight the most critical ones. As you can see, it's a mix of things, right? Some medical advice, some just simple daily habits. Each one is another layer in that shield of protection that we're trying to build.
First up, the flu shot. And look, it's absolutely critical for two big reasons. One, it lowers your chance of even getting the flu in the first place. And two, if you do end up getting sick, it often makes the illness much, much less severe. For seniors, that can be the absolute key to avoiding those really serious complications.
I know, it sounds so basic, but proper hand washing is truly one of our most effective weapons against germs. The real key is the timing, a full 20 seconds. A great little trick is to sing happy birthday to yourself twice through. And as you can see here, you got to get everywhere, between the fingers, under your nails, and even up on your wrists. And hey, if you're not near a sink, a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol is your best friend.
Okay, here's a simple habit that is surprisingly hard to build. We all do it, right? We touch our faces without even thinking about it. But our eyes, our nose, and our mouth, those are the main doorways for germs to get into our bodies. Just making a conscious effort to keep your hands away from your face can make a huge difference. Think about all the things you touch in a single day. Germs love to hang out on all these high-touch surfaces. So, as a caregiver, regularly wiping down things like doorknobs, light switches, counters, and especially your phone with a disinfectant can stop germs right in their tracks. Oh, and a little pro tip, your kitchen sponges can be a major germ hotspot, so make sure you're cleaning those too. You can also build your shield from the inside out. Your immune system is a fighter, but you got to give it the right fuel. The source material points to foods that are rich in nutrients, things like fruits, veggies, nuts, and poultry. Eating well gives your body's natural defenses the strength they need to really fight off infections. Now, let's be realistic. Despite all our best efforts, sometimes we still get sick. It just happens. So, what's the plan then? How do you manage the symptoms and stop things from getting worse?
The key here is not to panic, but to act fast. Having a game plan for when sickness strikes is honestly just as important as all the prevention stuff. It's all about managing the illness effectively to make sure recovery is as safe and quick as possible.
This quote right here really drives home the most critical point when an older adult gets sick. Call the doctor. Immediately. Antiviral drugs work best if they're started within the first 2 days of symptoms. And as the source says, this single action, it could be the difference between just having the flu and being hospitalized with life-threatening pneumonia. So please, don't wait.
And this is so important to remember. You can be contagious for up to 5 days after your flu symptoms first show up. That's a long time. For anyone,
But especially for a caregiver, it's absolutely crucial to protect others. Be diligent about hand washing, cough into a tissue, and keep your distance when you're feeling under the weather.
So while you're letting medicine and your body do the heavy lifting, these classic home remedies can provide some real comfort. A humidifier can help soothe a scratchy throat, drinking plenty of fluids keeps you hydrated, and yes, even chicken soup is backed by science. It can help open up your nasal passages and even fight infection.
Okay, let's bring it all together. We've covered a lot of ground, right? From prevention to what to do when you get sick. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this?
This right here, this is the core message. Staying healthy isn't about one single grand gesture. It's the series of small, consistent choices, washing your hands, eating well, wiping down the counter, getting that flu shot, that all layer on top of each other to build that powerful shield of protection.
So let's end with this question for you. We've talked about a lot of things, from hand washing to disinfecting your phone. Just think about it for a second. What is one small, manageable habit that you can start today to build your shield and protect yourself and the people you care for?